Okay, guys, welcome to a brand new episode of WrestleSlam the broadcast. It's brought to you, and we're broadcasting live from Cork City. And yet again, we're joined by Phil Connolly and Matt Murphy. And we'd like to say hello to all our fans, our followers, people that watch us, that come across us on YouTube. A big hello to all of you. Yet again, the show is brought to you by Manscaped.com and the Macoka City of Cork City. So hello to you guys, and thank you for getting behind the WrestleSlam podcast. So yet again, I'm going to go through some quick headlines just before we do start our show. Logan Paul renews his contract with WWE. A lot of controversy in the fact that they reckon that the actual picture is photoshopped.
100%. There's blue fingers, blue on his jumper.
Yeah.
On his fingers, I mean.
Unless it's not Photoshop, it just so happened to be a scary coincidence. The exact same pose and everything.
Same pose, and then the prime drink pops up and different jumper. Like it's getting people talking. People are more interested in the fact is the actual picture photoshopped rather than
I just want one thing. I know we usually say at the very end, "Oh, be sure to comment." Lads, I never had Prime, so anyone watching this, can you please comment and what does it taste like? Never had the experience.
I'm a Coca-Cola guy. I absolutely love my Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, if you want to sponsor us, we'll happily take a crate of Coke a week. There's no problem. I know it's good and bad for you. I like it for sugar boost, but Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Phil just took a sip out of
icy cola. And just as I speak, Manchester United scored, so I'm a happy boy.
Go, Jeff. So
what?
So that's one of the main headlines in this week's wrestling news. And the fact, Logan Paul has signed. Speculation is that CM Punk is possibly returning to All Elite Wrestling, and it seems, lads, that he is willing to play game ball. I think he's open to anything. Yeah. It has to be happening after talking about it, isn't it?
You know why it's happening, don't you?
Go on.
Like, they announced this 80,000 seat stadium in Wembley. They have to sell that out, or they look ridiculous if they don't get. Like, we've seen it before. WWE have come over. They've sold. Clash at the Castle was not completely sold out. Like,
yeah, well, like Jericho said, it's going to be a cultural event. So I think the whole weekend itself will be epic. I think they're going to have a lot of stuff happening. I would be surprised if we see Fozzy perform before the event.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I think they do a lot of stuff, like more of a carnival style than you have your wrestling. Then so maybe you have a couple of bands, and then you have like pre-shows. You'll have, you know what I mean, and then your main kind of night in general, like, you know what I mean. But lads, it's going to be epic. You're looking at the likes of Sting. You're looking at the likes of you know what I mean, CM Punk, MJF. You know what I mean. You're looking at legends. There could be major names come back. Paige
Jeff
back
Hardy
in the UK
back as well. You know what I mean? There's so much stuff happening.
Yeah.
Jeff Jarrett.
I wasn't expecting Jeff Hardy this Wednesday night when he showed up last night. That was a shock.
Yeah, say what you will, but I was delighted to see Jeff in the ring. At least we didn't know if it was going to happen, if it was going to return. We thought that he hung up the boots, but it was just a sight to see Jeff Hardy back, like showing that nope, I guess it'll go on. So delighted to see that happen. My inner fan just kicked out, lads. So
yeah, it's look. Do you reckon they can sell out Wembley? I have an awful feeling they will. I don't know when.
Announced FTR and CM Punk versus the Elite, and you'll get close.
Yeah.
It will be close. It's going to be tight.
Yeah. I reckon, like, the way you never say, like, the way there's a cliche, like, you know what I mean? Oh, dream it and it'll happen. I reckon fans will just get behind it. I reckon it will sell out. I reckon they'll, like, the way everyone's saying that, there's no fucking way they'll sell out the Wembley Arena. I reckon they will. I reckon they're going to do it.
You know what's mad about it? We were chatting away in the box there before it because we knew something was coming. And we were like, oh, sure, Craven Cottage. Nobody saw Wembley coming.
Yeah, no one did. And it must have been in the pipeline for a while. But I think they can do it. Like, you look at all the boxing bouts, like AJ's done it, Carl Froch. You know what I mean? You look at a lineup that has, you know what I mean? You have Tony Khan, as you say, Sting, MJF.
Just so people are aware as well, front row tickets are like £600.
That's not a lot, like.
Yeah.
So
that's not a lot.
With them spending that much money, I think we, like you said with yourself, they need to have a big moment. Not moments, but at least one big moment to drive people to go to Wembley. Like,
Yeah,
This
CM
is
Punk.
this is huge.
CM Punk. It's CM Punk. They have to bring him in because like I've said before, like the man does bring people. He does.
Yeah.
As much as a lot of people are, and we've talked about how much we don't like him and his
Yeah,
attitude and all this.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
But you reckon they're gonna pull us? They're gonna pull a few signings out of the bag maybe for this. Like you just don't know. Like maybe one guest appearance. Like
talking Joe McIntyre for a while.
yeah. But you wonder
Yeah.
will they do something with Goldberg? Give him one
Yeah.
free appearance.
Oh, you're actually right. Because as I said, they have to sell this out, so they'll do anything and everything to get this going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's Wembley. I said this in last week's episode. Is that you don't have to be a United supporter. You don't have to be like a soccer fan. You don't have to be a huge. You don't have to know all of London to know that Wembley is a big stadium. Like so.
Massive. I've never been.
Yeah.
I've never been. Have you been there, lads?
No,
Never.
No.
So
Time will
The
tell.
only place I've been in London now is the Arsenal. In London.
Emirates is big, yeah.
Yeah, Emirates is the only one I've been to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm excited for this though. I really am. Like,
Yeah, no, I wasn't excited. I was like, this will just be a generic English show, but no, this is actually on pay-per-view. So this is a big...
and I did air out like my thoughts on AEW. I'm still holding on hope that I'm still an AEW fan, but it's just Tony Khan. Like he probably needs to be recognized about the don'ts that he needs to focus on, and like how to fix them, how to get more people back into AEW as there was before. Like so this is kind of a good deadline he's creating to actually fix all those problems with Wembley coming up. So like we said, they need big names. Like so,
it's also a good time as well with Vince back in WWE. That all this is going down.
Does Tony have the upper hand on Vince?
In the UK, I think AEW have bigger numbers. Like, remember there was one point there, I don't know, was it 2-3 years back, Raw had like 5,000 viewers on Sky. So I'm not sure what they do now, but I'm assuming it's a lot higher than that. But AEW have a massive following over here, and they're stuck on ITV, which is not available in as many houses.
But isn't it some kick in the fucking teeth that, like, I suppose 30 years ago we had obviously SummerSlam in Wembley, and then All Elite announced it then, and it's like, fuck you WWE, we're gonna do it, we're gonna set it up. Like,
is Can's dad on one of the boards because they play there?
He would be, yeah.
Like, I think they play there, don't they? During when the leagues are off.
They do, yeah. He's a multi-billionaire, like, you know what I mean. They're all connected.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. They are all connected. But like, you just wonder, lads. But I think it's a win-win. I think no matter what, lads, I think it's going to be incredible.
It's good for the fans. It's great for the fans. And you know what people are saying as well. Like, if we can get, I know this is going slightly off thing, but we can get Moxley to OTT when he's over there.
Prior to that, 100%.
Yeah, actually, I think Moxley was actually said sorry to the Irish fans on the podcast the other day.
It's not the first time he's done that. Yeah.
He said that he always builds a date, by the way, so he will be coming.
Yeah, third time lucky.
We said that, like, with Moxley, it isn't like, I can't make this event. He was genuinely upset. He really wanted to go. It sounds like he wanted to go more than the AEW event, like, just because any excuse he can actually wrestle in another company would be perfect, like, so yeah, that's just it. The UK,
he's a man of his word.
He is. He always was.
That's the thing, principle. He's a man of his word.
Can we just stick on Moxley because there's 2 stories that came out about him today?
Drop away, Phil.
So there's one story which I thought there's 2 things to it, right? Bret Hart said that wrestling has gone to the dogs and he rolls his eyes. That's one thing Bret said.
Are you in agreement with that or in disagreement?
Well, I'm more in agreement that there's storytelling in matches is lacking, and I know that myself.
Matt Murphy, would you be in agreement or disagreement with Bret Hart saying that he rolls his eyes, that wrestling's absolute tripe these days, that he rolls his eyes? Agree or disagree? Compared to what it was?
In some way, playing both is just like, I think we're at this point where we're focusing more on what's going on behind the scenes and the actual wrestling match. Like, have you seen? I've listened to so many podcasts where they focus on behind the scenes about who said what. We can easily forget. Like, can we just enjoy wrestling the way it was? Just like what type of matches, what type of build-ups, instead of focusing on the other side. So in some way with Bret, I can be I agree and disagree because I feel like every time is always a good time for a wrestling fan. So no disrespect for Bret Hart.
But I said you're in agreement with me. I said we're kind of similar to kind of storytelling matches, like.
Yeah, you want a story that's meaningful. Like I think what they've done at Roman is incredible. I think it's the best they've done in years.
No, I only brought that up because Bret said Moxley wasn't great and he thought Moxley was fake and he wasn't good. It's just I think Moxley is someone that you either get or you don't.
Yeah. I think Moxley. Look, I rate Moxley. I do. People don't rate him. I know Tim Cronin's not a fan.
Darren Blake as well is also kind of not on boards.
Yeah, but I think look,
they don't mind him. It's just not champion material, I suppose.
Yeah, that's all. That's all down to a lot of stuff. By the way, Phil, Manchester United 2 up.
The bits are
that's unreal.
Yeah, so it's
there's a reason why we have more of a glow in this episode. But because I remember a lot of people was like, I'm still a big Moxley fan.
Yeah,
big Moxley fan. But everyone says that Moxley's one of the best wrestlers in the world. I wanted to say, I don't think he's the best wrestler in the world. He just so happened to have booked in proper decent matches, and for a brief time he was holding AEW on his shoulders. He's great, but just don't glorify him as the best wrestler in the whole world. Like, he just so happened to have good matches.
There's also another story about him that came out today, that he has creative control at who he fights, which I smell bullshit. But what do you rate? What do you think?
I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah.
I reckon when he
creative control and character creative control, like who he fights and his matches.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't put it past him. I really wouldn't. I think anyone that's an elite superstar, like he came from, you know what I mean, Dean Ambrose WWE to All Elite, and he was there pretty much from the pioneer go. But like, yeah, I won't be surprised, lads. I don't think they should give it to too many people, but I reckon you should have a say.
Yeah, I've only heard about once recently when Brock refused to fight Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Mainly because he felt Bray would take him down. But this Moxley thing is, I think it's similar. I think he doesn't want to be. I think he's in the part of his life where he doesn't want bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason why he's not on social media. He just wants to stay away from drama.
Exactly.
No, it remains to be seen. We'll stick with All Elite, lads. Jeff Hardy came back last night, which is great to see. Hopefully he can keep his shit together. We love Jeff, and look, he's a great guy. He's got demons and he's got some issues, but look, he's a great fucking guy.
I said it briefly at the start of the episode, lads. I'm delighted to see Jeff back. I mean, I know that there was a brief talk that he was going to be gone. He was retired. And when he found out, I personally was like, all right, he led a good career. And he was actually my favorite wrestler when I was a teenager watching. I remember me and my friend talking about, do you remember what Jeff did? So he built a legacy. So say what you will, seeing Jeff coming back is actually just kind of heartwarming moment.
You know what's even better? We might see him live at Wembley.
Oh, imagine that pop.
I love
it. It's great. He's gonna swamp Tom off the Wembley Stadium. Is that what you're gonna see?
I wouldn't put it past Jeff. I really wouldn't. He's a man. I love Jeff. Absolutely love him.
Yeah.
So remains to be seen what's going to happen there. But we look forward to what's ahead. And look, Jeff Hardy, all the best, my man. It's great to see you back. I'm back doing what you love, back doing what you're meant to do. So great.
I'm the only one here doing Jeff Hardy. No one's joining me. Go on. No, you need to do the symbol, Jerry. For God's sake, just one in you. There we go. Come on, Phil. Join in. If anyone's listening to this, might sound weird, but sure, look.
Remember the Young Bucks taking the mic? Remember the Young Bucks doing the thing? That was brilliant.
Just moving on because I know we're stuck for time and we don't want to be here too long. I know we're all busy, but Rebellion is this weekend.
Sold out.
Sold out, and also the return of Santino Marella to American pay-per-view.
Santino Marella.
I didn't think he'd ever wrestled from.
Yeah, no, he's a big deal, though, isn't he? Jesus, Santino's a man. He's absolutely fallen in love with Ireland as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw it over in OTT. Hasn't missed a beat. The fans over here just still loves him. We all love Santino, like.
He's the man. He's the man. We'll talk quickly about that card. Obviously, look, we know Josh Alexander had to relinquish the title.
Yeah.
But obviously, look, Mickey James versus Jordynne Grace, Deanna. Lads, I'm telling you, Jordynne's winning that match.
Match of the year candidate there.
Yeah.
They have a point to prove there. They're all like Jordynne Grace is on fire. Like you're right. I think she might win as well.
She's incredible. Incredible shape too. She's really kind of upped it. PCO versus Eddie Edwards. That's going to be interesting. The Design versus Dirty Dango. Joe Hendry, Santino Morella. So that's the match that we mentioned. It's a 6-man tag match. That'll be interesting. That'll be entertainment at its finest. The Bullet Club versus the Motor City Machine Guns. That would be
in an Ultimate
epic.
X match. Ultimate X for the tag titles. That is going to be pretty good.
Yeah, that would be incredible. Trey Miguel versus Jonathan Grisham versus Mike Bailey. Will Mike Bailey win back that belt? I reckon Grisham's got it, boys.
Trey Miguel's had it a while, so it's possible. Yeah, it is.
He's one of the few times too, Trey's a nice guy. Former guest, just like Mike Bailey. Gresham is the boy, though. Gresham is the man, and I think Gresham is going to come.
This pay-per-view has potential, like, to be card of the year. There's so many.
100%. I wonder what Meltz. Will Meltz give it a couple of 5-star matches there?
He gave WrestleMania 2 or 3, which I was surprised.
Yeah, I think.
I know.
He rarely gives WWE 5-star matches. Any. If you go back, I think the last one before that was it 10 years ago. CM Punk and Cena, something like that. It was a long time.
It was just 10 or more years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long time. He doesn't give WWE 5-star matches. He rarely does. Maybe the last one actually was Tyler Bate and Walter. I mean, that was actually that would have been.
Yeah, that would have been a
5 point something. Yeah, so yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to watch this one.
Yeah, there's a hardcore war as well. Tommy Dreamer and Bully Ray.
Yeah, Frankie Killer Kelly, and obviously you have Bully Ray, Kenny King, Masha Slamovic, the Good Hands. So yeah, it's a decent. Obviously the singles match for the vacant Impact World Championship will be good. Bushida versus Steve Macklin. That'll be
Steve Macklin's time. Yeah. It has to be.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Steve Macklin. I was like, yeah, I want him to go for this one.
Yeah. People forget he was in WWE. Like.
Yeah. I'm sure we met him. Me and Jerry met him.
Yeah. Can you refresh my mind, actually, Phil? Was that Access?
Access, yeah. But he was there. I think he was there with. Was Buddy Murphy with him?
Oh yeah.
It was Gunner.
Gunner, yeah.
3 lads from the Forgotten Sons.
Oh yeah. Small world, boy. I went blank there.
Yeah, I remember that. It's good times. Good times.
Don't worry, Matt. You'll have your stories this year, bro. You'll have your stories. You can.
We'll get Hardy Boys in London.
Delete.
Yeah.
So
I was a bit with the Hardy Boys, just be like saying, "I'm the other Matt." How bad?
I suppose just before we do finish up, like there's 1 or 2 small things.
Yeah, shout away.
We've Hard Knocks at the weekend.
It's going to be brilliant.
The announced session match today, so.
Yeah, she is incredible. Seshbot, wherever she goes, there will be a party. Yeah, Hard Knocks is going to be epic. It's yet again, it's one of the biggest promotions in Europe. There's no doubt about it. And look, RCW, people are still trying to recover from RCW. How good was that, lads? RCW, we're still talking about it. And they're back soon. So look,
they blew the Kano out the water. That my receiving hairline just went all the way back. You just can't see it.
You heard it. They're going to need a bigger venue, lads. I think.
I was gutted. I missed that one. Yeah, it sounded amazing.
Yeah, it's just that, you know what I mean? It's just one of them things. They have that fucking, that atmosphere. It's like, it's intimate. Like, it's hard to explain. It's intimate. Like, it's personal. Like, it's like you're fucking actually in the matches. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. But obviously, Danny Cross will be a Hard Knocks. Don't call him fucking Jay anymore, whatever you do, because he will snap. He will snap your fucking arm if you call him Jay. And I'm telling you, only that I kind of threw a bit of a shape. He could have looked at me and he was going to go. I threw him a small little shape. He's like, look, fuck it. It's not. This fella might take an extra 2-3 seconds to take down. No, he would have taught me dumb anyway, but he probably said, look, this fella might be an extra fucking 2-3 seconds. So look, you call him Danny Cross.
Yeah, I think that was just that one glare he gave me in the interview. It was like that's just a bit of a warning, to be fair.
Yeah,
So
you
that's all
don't
you
call
got.
him. You do not call him Jay. He is now known as Danny Cross. So he's going to be at Hard Knocks. He's obviously going to cause a bit of carnage as always. So he returns it undisputed, and it's going to be awesome. It's Hard Knocks. We love Steve Savage, all the crew. Obviously, look, there's a #1 contenders match. Obviously, Matt Murphy's mate, Leifin Buzzard versus Sammy D, the Snake, OTT champion. Sammy D in the house. That'll be epic. Magic Mikey Kelly with Steve Savage. They're obviously going to be featured there as well. So there's a lot happening, guys. A lot happening. Obviously, Terry Thatcher versus Butch Armstrong. That's for the Hard Knocks World Championship. Is it Butch Armstrong's time, guys? Is his time coming? Going to be champ?
I'd love it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's happening. I don't.
It's
can't.
only a matter of time now.
Yeah. It's only a matter of time. I'm still gonna have to go for Terry Thatcher. I mean, like he owned that belt. He showed it why he deserved that belt. So I can see Terry holding on to that belt, lad.
Yeah.
But look, Butch's time will come. But who knows? The both great guys. Absolutely love both. So it's hard for me to call. I'm on the fence with that one. Love them both.
Not talking shade to Butch. His time is gonna come, but just like my time is coming with the beard. As you can see, it's coming back nice and shaped. So I might give him advice.
Yeah, definitely. Raven Creed, obviously in the house. He's box office as always. She's going to be up against the SEM, the Golden Ticket Tournament match. And obviously, look, we already know who has the Golden Tickets there at Hard Knocks. Obviously, Nita Vaughn, LJ Clary, Scotty Davis, Boots Murphy. So look, holy shit, the Golden Elimination match. That will be fairly epic. So anyone go to Hard Knocks this weekend? Look, guys, enjoy. It shall be.
We're just sad. Epic. We're just sad it didn't work out with the Cork venue.
They try, but look, all is not done just yet. Look, I'm sure they will get back to Cork. You know what I mean, in due course. I think what I mean. We need to see as much wrestling as possible in Cork. So we're all for that. Do we need to wrap up with anything else, Phil and Matt? Anything we want to say?
Right.
Fightful had a story coming out, but I don't think it's out yet.
Any rumors to what it could be?
Well, he posted CM Punk's face, so I'm assuming it's Punk. So I'm not sure.
He's back soon. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. He'll be back by Double or Nothing. He'll be back by then, I think.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time. And like as you said, look, you reckon the main reason for him coming back is clearly
it's money being thrown at him to fill that stadium. That's all. Yeah. That's all it is.
How like as you say, you'd put him with FTR, yeah?
Well, the lads keep talking about him and they keep bringing him up.
Yeah.
They legit could be. I know it's not a comparison, but they could legit be modern day NWO.
I like it. That's a bold statement, but I understand.
No, they're not that big, but you know what I mean. They're sort of that kind of vibe, I suppose, is the word.
I'm gonna have to say something about FTR. I'm not being biased because I like them in general, but I think they're, for me, top 4 of all time.
Well, I think they're amazing, but they came out today saying they're going to retire after the next contract.
Yeah, do you believe that?
Not in wrestling, no.
Nah. I think these days, never say never in wrestling. Like these are
very few get away from it, Matt, don't they? Very few. Like you look at all the big wrestlers, they all kind of walked away.
Yeah, they all come back because they all love it, like.
Yeah, but like you look at the icons.
Ric Flair will always be the top one. That says that he's gone. He's still wrestling.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, Jesus, Flair probably has a match lined up for next year. You won't know him.
Yeah. Or even I think the one match is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like, remember the match in Kevin Owens? He never missed a beat. Like I was like, he could have gone further after his match with The Rock at WrestleMania 19. Like, I think
he's a crazy bastard, by the way, Austin.
I mean, what can you say? He's always been like.
No, but I mean, like, fucking, I was watching him on Instagram the other day, so I absolutely worship Stone Cold. And look, I'm not trying to fucking change the subject. I was lucky enough to meet him in New Orleans, and it was one of them very few times in my life where I was absolutely fucking starstruck. I was shaking. I walked in, he put his hand around me. acknowledged I was Irish, and I was just like, he's like, where in Ireland are you from? Cork. I just fucking lost it. Like, it was a pure moment. And I'm lucky it was just me walking up to him, because if any of my mates were there, like, I know Darren and Tim were there, but they went before me, so they were kind of out.
Yeah.
I absolutely stuttered. But like, he put the hand on me then, and it was kind of like, the proper kind of like, and you're like, fucking hell. And then we done the fingers, like, but like,
I saw that. That's an iconic photo. Whenever you get the flip the bird with Stone Cold, it's instantly iconic, lad.
Yeah, I know I'm got off the rail, and I'm boasting about meeting Austin, but all I'm gonna say, on Instagram the other day, right? Instagram the other day, he was on Instagram. He's very active on his Instagram page, and he went for a picnic. So obviously Steve lives in the back of nowhere. He lives in the like, it looks like the desert, right? And he brought his picnic. Obviously he had his cheese. He likes his cheese and stuff, but he brought like a trailer, and he had like a quad on the back of the trailer, and he was driving this quad up around the fucking desert, like up the mountains and stuff. Like, I was looking, and I was saying to myself, like, what an absolute fucking lunatic. Like, it looked like there was no one around there, first of all. So he's gone to a deserted place by the looks of it, driving a quad, which I'm sure is fun. But I would have the fair factor of, like, what happens if I break down? Who's going to know where I am?
Oh, exactly.
What happens if you flip it and you get stuck?
Like, and the thing is, like, you've no coordinates for the middle of nowhere. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think it'll be fine for Austin. Like, he'll just probably be in the middle of the desert, and he'll just say, "What?" And then someone in the distance will say, "What?"
Be like,
that'll be
then you hear the
But like, the desert, like, I was putting a scenario in my head, like, I was like, imagine flipping the quad, and then you grab all the snakes in the desert, like, and you're there lying there, and there's a snake coming towards you, like. But they all know Austin. All the rattlesnakes know Austin out there. Look, stupid. Yeah. I'm just saying, for me, I'm not making sense of what I'm trying to say, but I was like, I got deep into his Instagram. I was like, fucking hell, he's crazy. Out in the middle of nowhere, living the dream. But yeah, that's my Austin story, and it was shit. I'm sorry. I didn't do it justice.
Jerry, are you a fan of Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I got. I was like, this guy loves Austin.
Yeah. I love him. But yeah, guys, we will be back next week for a brand new episode. Yet again, look, thanks to everyone that has tuned into our last number of episodes. There's been great views as always. We are yet to surpass the 1,000 mark in the last couple of months, but look, we're almost there. We're like I say, we always have 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 people every week tuning in, and that means a lot. Look, we don't advertise the show, we don't promote it, we just throw it up. We put up a little tweet. It just goes to show we have regulars that tune in every week, in the hundreds, and we are very grateful. There was comments 2 weeks ago. We got a couple of comments. Now, we never ask for them, but like Matt Murphy asked a question: do you drink Prime? And if you have, which one is the best one to drink? I know there's a lemon and lime one. There's a few other ones. So let Matt Murphy know which Prime is the best. We can get it here in Ireland. We might buy a bottle for $15, $20, whatever it is.
Before you say anything, before you say in the comments, before you say in the comments, like, Matt, why don't you just go buy Prime and try it yourself? Well, here's the thing, lads. I'm a cheap fecker. There's not a hope I'm going to pay like 15 or 20 quid for a drink. I was like, describe it for me. Honest review, lads. Come on now.
There you go, guys. But look, do tune into our show every week. And look, a big thanks to everyone that has tuned in. Do check out our sponsors, manscaped.com and the Macau Casino Cork. From myself, from the legend Matt Murphy, and from Phil Connolly, we thank you very much. Subscribe, like, and share our show, and we'll catch you soon, guys. Be safe.